The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just they look pretty ancient.
Where? There? Those are old. Yes, the one that happened half a century ago. Those bullets were fired during the revolution and do not warrant an investigation. Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. The metal feels cold and a thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach.
Probably some kids.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated. This coin. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revital. They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. The curtains on the display. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of...
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Really?
Life? I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask. No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. The cold metal ball is surprised. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Merde! Bordel de merde!
A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24.
What the hell is your problem? You vandalized our game, son! We can't play pétanque with 5 bull! Well, it damn well isn't. It's pétanque.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull. Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely. You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely. In Martinez, the union is the law. So can your... Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent
I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain, more challenging tasks. Don't you, officer? No reason to even feel bad about that. It's just the way of the animal kingdom. Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight. Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday. No one.
No one has been guarding the
Yes!
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
The possibility.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words. Oh, I didn't mean to imply...
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic? She.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Yes, yes. Yes. The terrain here provides an... I do. Why what? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country. Execute... Fuck. Yes. I'm an old man. Yes, yes. Like...
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with... The box seems happy.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore.
Books? Postcards? Easy. Even a kid would know all of this. Don't be a fool. As an expert, it's your duty to tell what you know to everyone.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. My name. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store. Oh, I think that's...
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead...
Yes? Hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working-class woman needs something to read. It is. I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
What with?
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
My husband? No, he's not. I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but... I don't know. Of course he's not. It's not like he...
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't? Her hands... Another comrade. Years of labor are pressing down on her shoulders. She deserves that. You step in and close your arms around this foreign body, wandering astray in...
What is happening?
She seems to be confused. Your hands are wrapped around her polyester coat. The situation is oddly intimate. Your cheek is pressed against her shoulder. Her hand is trapped.
What are you doing, officer? Fighting for it how? Oh. I guess it's better than nothing. Keep fighting on, my fellow comrade. Is there anything else I can help? No, absolutely not. Are you a policeman? They are not...
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking.
What? They're almost... My youngest. Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeated... My husband? Mm-hmm.
You step...
What is...
She seems to... She steps back and returns her. The woman... This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Are you...
Apparently, she doesn't like logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out! Trying to snuff me out! Then why are you sneaking up on me like that? It's not...
Hey, what's that noise down there?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C. And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents used to...
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. You should take...
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Can't you? I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever... We rarely see pigs round here, though. This I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah? Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration...
She means the opposite.
I ain't no snitch.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Leighton, my maiden name. I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that...
There's a trace of irony in his voice. It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. Why, yes I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we...
Technically, the neighboring Ozon and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while...
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on islands here, and sail is still the most expedient way to get from one island to another, especially...
She nods attentively.
The boat? No, it's a pleasure craft. My sloop...
I'm enjoying this part of the interview.
Officer...
The crowns of qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one. The other time, I would have finished the...
Actually, you don't. The Wayfarer...
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of it's a law that keeps Revachol what it is, in limbo.
I was just being polite.
About the boat? Good. Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you see it that way.
You'd be shooting yourself in...
But I am derailing us. I believe the...
And how are the...
They're not.
Wait.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Oh.
My colleague...
Of course. To each their own. Yes, I believe there is a Let's say...
And when did...
I arrived...
But this...
I wasn't...
This isn't the...
Heavens.
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What do they... Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every work. Fortunately, they just so you understand, this is but one of 22. I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse me.
I first heard it from the board.
This checks out.
Of course. How... What...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines, and that is...
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal...
Why, thank you.
She nods.
Quite a few. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lut, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope...
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode? I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please. Oh dear. I suppose this does explain...
She must have been suspecting...
As I said, ma'am.
Of course,
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement. Feelings will guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
She's silent. The sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something...
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting...
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my... The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. Or you can find...
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept in...
Maybe this is all her plan. She might have heard about you.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. I wouldn't go that far. Her reaction did come off as sincere to me. I think she's just quick to... No. If there is reasonable suspicion, what I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straight.
Ingredient.
Meth? Yes.
Wild pines.
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. Yes.
Wild pines.
We're in logistics. Yes, but...
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precise.
How convenient that they're stranded.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries...
Her irises are light green, like the river Esp.
I'll be explicit. If you find this dry...
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them. She simply nods.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective. Excuse me.
The RCM does not pick sides in this.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a... How could I stop you?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite...
Of course, Until then, is there anything I can help you with? Of course, Detective.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles against your knuckle. The door rattles again.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am.
From within comes the faint sound of a...
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will...
Backyard door? There must be another entrance.
Madame, I assure you.
There is no reply. The door...
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting... Doesn't matter.
From within.
No. Go check the
Backyard door. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. You have no clue. So many walls all over Martinez. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling. This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. There must be another way into the building.
I can't get involved in this. So much for a quiet smoke.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. Yes, yes? How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
I knew it. Oh, such horrors that... But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirit.
The woman before you.
Goodness, you were already doing good.
She smiles and nods, seemingly.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her...
The narrative she's built herself, it does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
telling me that you went in there and didn't find out anything? Of course. The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angry.
There was never any other way this could have gone.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast, just an old man with bad form.
Proper weightlifting gloves would definitely afford a better grip. It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand. Right.
Some areas are...
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Very good. That will be 7 real for one custom, one universal die for Wirral Untethered.
It feels icy. Just holding this die in your hand sends a jolt of cold down your spine. Through the dark resin, you can make out a nugget of bone, hewn from an alligator's jaw. You feel nothing. If anything, it's uncomfortably warm in here. She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light.
I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarifies.
This orange machine is buzzing. You slip your fingers. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even... If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your...
Two cables are plugged into something close.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows. Well, hello. Oh, no, you don't. What a solid can of mass... Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container. Fine.
You've passed up...
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it. The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the... Do something important? Something murderous? This is a Caprice Canema with its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine driving the... Even at a stand, someone has waxed it recently.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? 130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter... Man, that's got to be a major advance.
7.2. Supercharged. Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
And means no. A rusting this panel, you pull the... Nothing happens. A spring bring... Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be... see rows of toy soldiers.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, still.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money... You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces... The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Are you okay, officer? You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. I've seen Captain, then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there, if you didn't bag the thing tight enough. Monday, make sure you bring your handkerchief. No. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do.
You've gained a thought. When...
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have me.
The dented yellow mailbox. There is a hollow ring as you kick. Your toe has suffered damage. It...
Cool. You really showed that mail could...
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor box. He's leaning in to inspect. The lieutenant pats the box. The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulation. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox. As you tap on...
No. That's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
Received.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malak. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
Let's just say I left... What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring God,
why can't you just mind your own business?
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money.
So the union has a phone.
It was someone else.
no one, you know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I didn't...
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. You don't live... Please, I just didn't want any... I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
You can almost hear the girl getting...
Okay. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. With... Yes, you absolutely should. It's all...
Please, you were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around.
Oh, those again. I have been trying. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple, I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it."
No idea. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, uniform. I never saw you in any uniform. Well, I am sorry about that. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart. Trust me. You know. You're the guy. You're Lieutenant Love. Matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out. What misogyny? You have to act. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
No. What? Oh God. Please, just stay out of my life.
What? What is...
Call was dominated by the other party. Anything?
It's on. The love quest is on. Too late, everyone. It's on. Take it to Gart now.
Does it... Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective?
You hear?
Anything else I can help you with? 50 seconds.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio. Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that ha ha ha. Again, the corpse laughs at you. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. The lieutenant is clearly at a...
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Welcome to Fripp.
What's that magazine she's reading?
I don't know. Fripp? A 7 to 11. I think they think that the extra...
The story goes that normal Fritta...
You mean this? This is Pop Stars.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you. She pops her raspberry-flavored, her shoulders tense. She shuffles back, only the lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but... wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else?
No, you don't. That was easy. Worryingly so.
I don't really know anything. I mean, not really. No. I didn't know him at all. Uh-huh. Is this about the questions again? Because I don't Reality.
She is like a student, unexpected.
I don't really know. I don't know. What? Cool.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of crossover.
Here you go.
The tear machines, your bottles clunk. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock.
You do? It's a door.
The winch. Outside. In the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
A thin man. As you step in, okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He looks up at you. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't. He smiles. It's almost like music.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting... God.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him. Life doesn't have a back button. Now get off your...
Wonderful.
It is.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel? Does it mean you talk to her?
What else do you need? The man leans his hands on the...
She broke the bird, you know. A great skill. I should have known. It was her way of...
Or you broke the bird. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
No, it was... They ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Now, let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment.
And there we have it.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Yes. It's not... Who told you that? Fine, yeah. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let... Oh, yes, that door, sure. No, I don't have it. Or some boring storage space with a bunch...
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay. So, I haven't opened it. Yes?
You see a heavy steel. The door does not. The old cobalt paint, rough on the finger. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this. The door is... This door, still, the lieutenant gives you a quick glance. The window stands broken in its frame.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes, in the way she stands.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking.
An old monument stands in the... The woman still has... A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. There are clothes inside.
Don't be shy. These are premium.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Look around. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children? That's the spirit. We've all got to...
You find your... The box smells like cat.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand. 5 seconds.
Something cold.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
You find the box.
Economical, but also...
You see two...
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer.
A pair of found...
Those sneak...
Only? That's madness. Found Ultra. We're the future. These once respectables... A small...
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. No, don't pity them, officer. These are old...
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi... Well, if you want... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first. There's a...
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest style...
Abort.
Damn, officer!
It's going to be...
No, you are definitely not buying those. No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a...
These are... Those UV...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your... Oh, very...
This is how a sea monster... Alright, but these actually make your vision worse.
Wow, officer! And they can be yours for a mere 3 real...
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
A good starter pay. A man who knows his...
You see, the name, Sile.
Happy shopping of every... Your...
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown? Good one, officer! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you? Then fire away, officer! Only the coolest goods in Revash. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. Good job!
You glance around.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
It is, yes. Anyone can...
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool. Hyper cool. No need for...
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. Anything for you. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran East. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
That's right, officer. But it's a... Hey! Why not support this? You...
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
It is! Brat! No pro...
Wait. Humanex. Humanitarian aid.
What?
A convincing...
Look, officer.
Interesting.
No need to dress this one.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe?
Sorry, detective.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? This?
Yes, an experimental side case.
Of course, the situation... The lorries are still stuck at the roundabout. If the police is asking, one of the drivers might admit to it. How do you think they're financing?
There was a
With all due... Precisely. Smuggled out... We did.
We know
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked This is a limited time of thousands of...
Well, at least this solves one.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. The two might...
Or not. Though, if you have evidence...
As eager as I am to share it, yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn.
That's probably the door. There must be another way into the building.
You see a young man on a balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a low... I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole...
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat. He keeps stealing looks at the neighboring.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is...
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You're to ask...
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's an actor, declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with...
I'd even...
We will remove...
Oh.
Wait, is someone...
No, not you.
And when?
Last week?
He's an...
You didn't...
It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigar.
I'd even...
We will
Oh.
Wait, is someone else?
No, not you.
He doesn't reply.
My name...
That's
No, of course not. No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go. Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. He could be away. There has to be a way.
A stone, like any. There's a key beneath it.
This must be for the front door. We'll just have to go in and see.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk draw. No reply. No reply. It's a solid lump of metal, but better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. That isn't just a five-pointed star. It's the star, and even today, half a century after, to symbolize also because white is gone. Gone is the glory. You are the big communism builder now. It's you or no. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk drawn. The shackle.
After you, detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
The white star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting. Whoever lives here, there aren't many communists around. I suspect that's there aren't many communists around.
You hear someone. The walking stops abruptly, but no one. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated.
Let's go. We don't have a reason.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason. A poor communard.
Do you have?
Let's go.
It's general.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Now, what do you...
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
It's barely...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a...
Yes.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so...
He lives upstairs.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony.
Ask away, no one lives there. Impossible. I would... Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking... Great. Young people. Oh, I think he studied. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall. The symbol of what and how? Ah, all up. The artist. She leaves an old lady.
She mumbles some kind... What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Indeed. You hear someone walking around inside.
Excuse me?
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on!
Well,
that was smart.
luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't? Beautiful, remember, they're either a
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be...
A sudden serious look crosses her.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything... Oh, that's an... And again, a whole...
The sum must have been puny.
These apartments, I'll tell you, Martinique, well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. Of course. What now?
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Oh, I do like wizards, and people like that in general. They have...
She means clairvoyance. Ruination has come. The broken arm, a great fall. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the waves. What didn't fall into those only 3 stories? They massed many us. Coalition warship Archer can shoot.
The coalition, but that was a long.
The piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But here you are. Yeah, I can see that.
That smell coming from her paint bucket, red-dyed heavy fuel oil, is only used in government vehicles.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. Or what? You'll push me off this ledge and pry the bucket from my dead hands?
This door is made of metal and appears to be real. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on.
Let's see if anyone...
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony.
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things.
It's all right. We don't have to be here at 9 p.m. Tomorrow evening, right here.
Damn. Turn. Remember. Tomorrow. He's probably gone for today. No one.
We should return.
No.
We should return.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop to look at this wall?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? Oh, hi.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. We're pals and all. Not unless they... This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called...
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one. But...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Ah, man. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
We have a credible lead, sir.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. Gotta guard the...
A rhymesmith?
Look, man.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire. Wait. There's something...
Whoa. What else? Silent communion. That's good. Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself. No matter. It's a fine stanza. You're not so bad after all. They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
The lieutenant looks at you in silence.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Looking for something, odd? Come to tell me to fuck drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage. I don't go for that foreign... Not in...
So you're telling us...
I don't know shit. What do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags, when since you left...
If they were getting drunk inside the Whirling in Rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that he's a Kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not... Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. That's the one. Is your man all?
I wouldn't be so sure about it.
Guess so.
Right to work! Right to... Honest, we came...
I have a...
You think... When a beach...
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to... Silence is the answer. There's something... You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask...
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break. Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
So?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Oh, say no more. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually... What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling...
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really... None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you...
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will...
Los Ardis? They're they're sort of like you. Preserve the... We're negotiating. Aye. Never grateful. Were we... All of it?
This seditious talk sounds like...
No. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't... I have nothing but my own
He knows who he is. Firmly grounded. Has no need to reinforce or elaborate his political identity.
See, I am primarily a lazy person. I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eye, I guess you could...
By that.
By heavens, why? The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. Okay, he's reasonably lavish, sure. That besides...
This man has political theory, and it has not failed.
Sure.
The look it all comes together now. That of a noble peasant, or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your act. No. No. The man sits on the railing, his hand.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. What a thought. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable effort. I ain't the murdering type, but that...
He's not lying.
Understood. This has been a...
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruta. Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachot's problems? Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most... Yes, them. Women. Women. Men of war. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Women need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place. You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota. For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often. That's why you're the head and I am the stomach. Of course you are, Bruta. Of...
The unpromising race pupil returns. The unpromising race pupil.
The man looks at you, silent.
You are not Santiago. So there is nothing found. I cannot possibly.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your... In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. You knock.
I guess no one is in? Let's be honest. This isn't what I joined the RCM for, but every day tells you something new about yourself. Apparently, working with the local union boss to get info on an investigation is not something I'm squeamish about. I mind that the local thug is using the RCM for his busy work. But if, on the other hand, we could just leave and tell Everard we opened the door. No one seems to be Yes, presenting a fabrication is known to get results here and there. You took this task.
The door is right here. You can just open it and be done with this. You try to be as silent as you can. Finally, the door unlocked. There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. There might be important information. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dox, a little ring. Though cheerful, there's something disdainful in the way it looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people. Of course, you slippery bastard. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much...
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the wordings, and now they've drawn the ire of the Union.
An interesting little clue. Let's see where this goes.
Who knows?
You could ask Everard who this... This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This is it's an... By old-fashioned, he means very right-wing. The lieutenant does not bow to the flag. It accepts your salute with quiet dignity. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive. The lieutenant raises a brow.
Thank you for sharing this wonderful opinion on human sexuality. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution.
This door is made of... No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
You're back. Good. On the contrary, officer. There are yet camioners you have not talked to. And don't look so surprised. In a time like this, it would be strange.
They must have someone in an overlooked position.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
to work! Right to work! Shame on you! What's it, big? We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you? No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. It was a long time.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you. The drawer slides shut. The payphone. This is the Night Watchman's booth.
Yes? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation. No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with... It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on? The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. The crane does not return. No screech of metal when you... You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you...
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair. What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any—
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So—
He's hiding his real reaction.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporate— Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy. It's perfectly okay. Even— What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call— Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals. Yes, yes. Low-balling.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a—
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple—
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share any— I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember— Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age— You did look like you were gonna collapse and die. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Yes, your lost gun. My best men are... Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did.
He was testing.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good. By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as...
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their... Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun. One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control.
By negotiator.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushed. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill. There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but...
That sounds a bit like...
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds...
So these idealists...
One day, he probably...
Aren't you worried we might arrest...
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to...
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just like you. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Help.
Yes, yes. Do you think these wizards...
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Believe me, Harry, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are neat freaks. If you don't mind me saying so, I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are. How do I know? Let me tell you about last winter. These guys...
So you believe this...
You said it.
That does sound quite unlikely. Yes. The big guy...
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal. Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Exemplary union members. Always... Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinet. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets. But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend.
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real. I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions? Was it a good tour? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to... I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And, of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yeah. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to...
A man of the left? So you have to... He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this...
And what would isn't?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking... Well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martin A.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more on the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there. A little village, they're calling it. They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Am I? Harry, these people... Martinez is the most important thing in my... We're going to build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up, and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. You bring joy to my heart. You need to get signatures. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022. Most certainly, Harry. By all means, Harry. See you soon.
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and...
The unpromising race pupil and... Everyone can see that. It has
Baby, don't be mean. Give him another chance.
anything for you, babe. Fascinating. The Revacholian degenerate shows signs of racial self-reflection. How did you accomplish this little feat? So it would seem, Val. And if the...
Jean, baby, you did the heroic thing.
That is not possible. The game of Shahmat you play against the rule streaks is unwinnable. The days, the weeks, the months will wear you out. The Occidental... That is not possible. You will not. You cannot withstand the wasteland of...
It's super hard, Jean. My mom couldn't do it either.
Let's go, officer. Let's go do some...
Hola, Wandering Man. Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Loris, the windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see the back end of a book with ragged edges catches your notice.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. The youth center, it's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings. Almost wall to wall.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print side.
How else are you going to build something? It's always inconvenient to build things. And citizens, inevitably, there is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access. And for the next 12 to 40 months. Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months.
I should have seen it. Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those However, we'll need access to the coast before we do anything. Evrard won't believe you got villager signatures if you can't even get to the village. You can try a forgery as soon as we can cross the waterlock.
The youth center.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You gonna go and tell on us?
Yeah, I heard him. Now fuck do you think I'm doing here? Let me state this very clearly, Capo.
But having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
The breath catches in his chest. The light in his eyes snuffs.
Do you have money tonight? Then you really don't need a free room, do you?
Here comes a layup, sire. Fall not for it.
But you know what? You're in luck, because you don't have to ever pay me again. Not at all, officer. It's true. You don't have to pay. You don't have to give me any money at all. If you want a room, yes, you'll need to pay me, but you don't have to just give me money. Giving me money for a room is your choice. No, you can choose to give me 20 real for a room, or you can choose not to. I don't care what you decide. You want a free place to sleep? You've already unlocked your new room. The trash container outside is ready and waiting.
The lieutenant is painfully silent.
I don't care what you do. Sleep in the trash.
He looks you in the eye.
I don't make the rules. Pay 20 real or sleep in the trash can. Now, is there anything you wanted? Got the 20 real. Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
The door is closed. There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. The 1st Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Read. People are watching. What will they always be looking though? Because they might go to the toilet, or you might be in a different. Shut up and light that shit. You want to be an idiot for the rest of your life? This shit will give you the cool. Already you regret it, looking at the pack. But don't worry. You can come.
You've passed up your chance to start smoking cigarettes for now.
Yes? Excuse me? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self. Please do.
The lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic. No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan.
The RCM.
Try. Not a fan.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller, they didn't identify. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as... That's right. No, it's not a particularly The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. There was... Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the...
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
No, not true.
It can still be an otherworldly sex. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on...
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've... Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the... Good.
window stands broken in it. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. It's like something snaps in you, a nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. You see your face, such as it is without the expression. It's just... The fan stands still. The lights are on. The lights are off again. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the switch must be broken. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but it's yours. The bed is still cold. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly...
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? Sure you do.
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours. Running in the people are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts!
Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time.
A mirror hangs on a... The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind, the shards face outward. A fine web of... more like something you've done before. It is too... The shoe... Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Pretty much. But hey, not that it will keep you warm at night. The window stands broken in its frame. The door is closed. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real...
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but
I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me. Okay, fine. Let's...
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith.
I'm just looking...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are.
Yes. The police... What precinct?
Fucking dear.
You're getting an intellectual...
You look like sh**. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months' worth of damage here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like...
It's not just this week.
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a...
As if waiting for some kind of reaction.
I'm not getting involved in this.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? No! You will not start blabbering about that asshole. No. 'Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want...
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
So, do you know who hanged him? Yeah, I can see that. I don't know.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it? Okay, why not? You're not shit.
We're getting to it. There have been complications.
I would love to. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe. A uniform. I want to say, yes, I think.
Fucking politics again. You know what I'm more interested in? You solving the case you're on. I'm passionate about that, so maybe get to it. Watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear?
Oh, really? I wonder where. That's the where you remember me from? Okay, then. It's probably...
Yes? What is it? Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Well, he's not.
Please, let's not turn the... Well, raising 2 children and half a husband on a patrol officer's wage? Yes, I guess I am working class. Okay.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time? Another thing. Great. Yes?
Everything's still cool here, officer. Drugs? I don't go in for... Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that?
So you admit you're a lorry?
No, I just said I was.
Realizing he can't get out of it.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb
And what?
crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Interesting. Could this...
All of
Who exactly?
them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't know.
He's not ruling her out.
All of them.
Who exactly?
All of them. All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
Oh, okay. But why?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you, come on.
An investment? What kind of investment? You drive a hard bargain, officer. I respect that. Okay, what's it going to cost me? Be reasonable. Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or seagull. A kid watching out of a window describing things going by. He doesn't like it too much, but what do you do?
Yes?
A rusting control panel with you. You grab the handle and the water lock starts moving.
Alright, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that